Good afternoon and welcome to Friday with Fiona on a Saturday. And I'm also a little bit late. I was trying to get on for 2:30, but technical issues. And I'm using branching out today. But before we get started with that, I just want to share with you. I think I mentioned this last week, but it's the best ever starter kit offer. So you can get a starter kit for £35 and spend get £130 worth of products, or spend £99, which is the normal, and get £194. So it's just amazing. So really, I mean, £35. The advent calendar, the 12 days of Christmas advent calendar, is £94. You could get that for £35 and then get another bundle for the difference. So yeah, really don't want you to miss out on that. Okay, so let's get to just want to see if I'm live, but I don't seem to be. So that's really weird. I could have sure. Anyway, okay, so I'm using the branching out, and I've got 3 different cards today. I love this set because it's in the mini catalogue, which is September to December, and so it's kind of wintry with the pine cones, etc. But the sentiments you can use all year round. You've got happy birthday. I haven't used the hello yet. I love that. Thinking of you brings joy to my heart. Wishing you a day filled with many happy moments, sent with lots of love. Just really, really lovely. And you've got these you can use for snow, these you can use for berries. And then the dies, you've got these fantastic, I don't know what shape you call them, layering dies. And so I think I've used those on all 3 cards. Okay, so the first one I wanted to do, if you're just a beginner, and it's just to show you, and I've literally just used the sentiment stamp. I haven't used the pine cones or the berries or anything on that, but I've die cut 2 of the I'm calling them label dies. Okay, so I thought this was peach pie, but it seems a bit dark, so I honestly am not sure. This paper is from the Thoughtful Journey. And it is still current, it's still available. And I just thought these colours, I don't know if that's early espresso occasion craze, but I thought they were autumnal colours. I have to say they're not me at all. I feel really uncomfortable with these colours. I'll get back to my normal colours in a minute. But I just wanted to show you. So I've die cut an early espresso, and that's the 2nd largest, and that's the 3rd largest. And I just cut that out of the designer series paper, and I'm just going to stamp my sentiment in early espresso straight onto the designer series paper. And I haven't used the hello yet, so why not use that? It's nice and big as well. I'm going to pop it down that way, and then I'm going to take my stamp, my block to the stamp. Hello. And I'm going to do that down here in early espresso. I did that to the side, but this is quite a big one. Okay, let's do it in the middle. Make sure that's straight. Okay, so really, really simple. Straight onto the designer series paper. I'm going to give that a clean because it's going to stain red. And I have, if you know me, I hate my stamps being discoloured. See, that's already got a bit of a red tint to it. Give that a really good wipe. Sorry about the squeaking if you could hear that. I have ordered some new chamois, so I think I need to start doing some prize draws actually. Okay, I'd love it if you would share this, just so I get a bit more, the algorithm puts me a bit higher. And now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my seal and I'm going to pop some of that on here. So if you're a beginner crafter, this is great. Stamping straight onto designer series paper. You don't have to worry about any labels or anything, just, you know, really simple. And then I'm going to layer that onto the early espresso one. So we've got a bit of a frame. Now you could lay that up with dimensionals and that would look great, but for the sake of postage, because as we all know, postage is exorbitant, I'm going to keep it flat. I have put some gems on, but again, they are flat. Oh, that didn't work very well. There we go. Let's put that on the card front. Now, as I say, I thought this was peach pie, but I have a feeling it's too dark. It's not pumpkin pie. Let me get my colour chart to see what it could be. It's not crushed curry. It's not pumpkin pie. I think it must be peach pie. Is that peach pie there? Maybe it is peach pie. Okay. It just seems a bit dark to me. I don't think it's Timid Tiger because that's really orange. Now I've got ink on my thumb and I keep getting it everywhere. Let's get rid of that. There we go. Right, so I've done that. I've just got a piece of copy paper, 8.5 centimeters by 12.5 centimeters to go in. It's just so it's easier for your message on the inside. Whoops. And you can see how quick and easy that was. All you had to do was cut the card base and 2 labels out, and that's it, and you're done. And then I've got these low profile dots, which that kind of looks like pecan pie and gold to me. So, but then when you put them on, they do go. So I'm going to pop 3 on. I did struggle to get these off yesterday. So 1. Oops, a daisy. See, this little one doesn't want to come off. 2. And 3. And that's it. That's so how quick and simple was that for a complete beginner. And if you're you know, a more experienced crafter, you could add some ribbon, you know, you could do a bit more layering. You could even stamp the back of the card base before you put stuff down. So I really do like that. Just you know, quite quick and simple. Hello or happy birthday. Very autumny colours. So that's card number 1. Number 2, and I love this is more me, back to my normal colour palette. And I've got a really fun technique that I'm going to share with you for our 3rd card. Sorry, I've been wanting to try it for ages. This one is a layering one, and I have used dimensionals on the top one. So it's a basic, I didn't say on the first one, it's basic, literally half of A4 card base. And the same here, but it's folded. So it's the 29.6 edge folded at 14.8. And then it's by 10 point, height is 10.5. This is a 10th fold, but it's the same principle. And then I've got that is the largest in the white, and then the 3rd largest in the cloud cover, so that I've got a frame. And then what I did, right, need a bit of a bigger block. So I'm going to stamp I think that might not be wide enough actually. Oh yeah, it's just need to lay it down the correct way. I'm going to do the same thing again because otherwise they get out of shape. I want it to come down like that. You can see again it's got the red on it. No, that isn't wide enough actually. Oh, what am I doing? It must be. Oh, there we go. Just about got it all on. A little bit of overhang there and there. And then I want my berries. Berries. And I want my pine cones, which I think I did the... So in this stamp set, you've got quite a few. You've got these 3 joined together and these 3 joined together, which I think I might have done. And then you've got the individual one. So for the sake of speed, just to save lining them up, I'm going to use that. And I used early espresso. I used Shy Shamrock for these, and I used Real Red for the berries. And I think I will go with Hello Again, because I've already done the birthday. Right, now the other thing about this is it does have a name. I cannot for the life of me remember what it's called. I'm just going to see if I'm live. Otherwise, I don't think I'm live, but that's okay. I must be recording. No, I'm not live. Okay. Okay, so what am I going to go with first? I want my white label. Put the other ones to one side. And I want my early espresso. So the majority of it is going to be on the cloud cover. But I'm just going to line up and do a pencil mark where the cloud cover is going to start. So there. And it's going to finish there and there. So I can line up my... That's that way around. No, it's not. It's not working at all. Which way did I have it? Right, I had it coming down like that. Okay. So this is early espresso for my branch. And I'm going to start there and finish there. There we go. And that is going to be pretty much completely hidden when I line that up. So what I need to do now is just mark where my my branch. So my branch needs to come from here and it needs to finish here. And the rest of it is all off, going to be hidden. So let's ink that up again. And which bit is coming out? Hang on, let me just work this out. So I need to work out which bit is going to be visible. So it's just that last bit there and that bit there. Right, okay, I think I'm ready. So fingers crossed that it's worked, and then we pop that on top. Yes, it's worked. Fabulous. Okay, I think I'm finished with the... Oh no, am I finished with the espresso? No, I'm going to... my pine cone I need to do. I'm going to clean this because it's driving me mad already. Sorry to be so OCD. I need this for my other one. So I'll keep that. Right, and then I'm going to do... okay, I didn't get my pine cone out. Let's get the pine cone out. And that's coming from here. we go. So I'm finished with the early espresso for good, actually, because I'm not using it on that last card. And then I need to do the how did I do the dots? I did those all down here. So, okay. I'm going to do them onto the white, and then I'm going to do them onto the cloud colour. And I'm just angling them so that they're on the twigs. Like that. And then that's going to go over there. Like so. Yes, cool. Right, so I'm finished with the real red. That, sorry. I should have put do not disturb on. Right, and then we've got the branches, and that's going to be in Shy Shamrock, which I think is a really lovely green for Christmas. I didn't use it last year for Christmas, but I've decided I am this year. And I need to put my loose ones. Oops, let's move the white out of the way. You can obviously do it with the multiples, but I found it easier to line it up. See, this one here, I did with the 3, but I'm just going to do it with the individual ones for now. You can kind of be more precise with where you're putting them. And then I need the white card back. So I'm going to put it on the edge there. Oh, I've got red. Oh, I don't know how I do that. If you see how I do that, please tell me, because it's really annoying me. Okay. So that one is going to go. Come down a bit there. Okay. And I did happiest birthday wishes on that one as well. What can we say on this one? Sent with lots of love, or how about thinking of you? I don't want the brings joy to my heart, but where's the hello? Have I got room for? Yes, I've got room for hello. Let's just do hello in early espresso. Oh, I've just realised I haven't done the red berries on the cloud colour level. This is taking longer than it should, because the other one, my third one, is very technique orientated. Let's clean that. I've got to line these up the same way I lined them up on there, which is like that. Okay. So let's just clean these because I don't get ink, anything on my card. Give them a better clean later. So now we're going to layer it, and I'm going to use dimensionals this time just so that you can see the effect. Dimensionals. There we go. Let's cut this down. I've got red ink on my thumb again. I do not know how I did that. And let's pop one in the middle. So I think the trickiest bit of this is lining it up, but hopefully where I've marked it, I should be able to still see. Okay. It's not perfect, my thing there, and it's a bit more over to one side, but I tell you what, the answer would be to stamp it all and then die cut it. I think that would be the answer, but hey ho, we can put some gems down that side. In fact, let's do that now. I'll use the gold. Okay. And they're reflective, these ones. 2. Reflecting my ring light in them. 3. That's pretty. Okay, where's my card base? Here we go. Just need a bum folder for a better crease. And then that's going to go on flip. There we go. Really like that one. So that's with it raised. Well, actually that one's raised up as well, but you can see I did it all on the cloud cover, except for this little bit at the bottom, and we've done a little bit more here. So that's card 2. Right, moving on, because this is going to take a while. There's quite a lot involved in it. I've wanted to do this technique for a long time. I think it was one of the Stampin' Up artisans who did this, and basically it involves using your stamps in a completely, oh, that's upside down, sorry, a completely different way. This is Secret C. It's the two-tone cardstock and it's the lighter side, but I think it is still a bit too dark to see the green. So I've gone back to cloud cover. That's copy paper to go on the inside. So let's do that now and get that out of the way. I just decided to go with the theme and have it cut the same size, the same shape as the outside. So just pop that inside. That's just for your message. Okay, so that's out of the way. And then there's a bit of embossing involved in this one. So I've done it as a tent fold, mainly so that I can do the ribbon across the top. So it's a half of A4, ink everywhere, half of A4 scored in half at 14.8, and it's 10.5 wide. Right, there, that hand. What are we doing first on this one? So the white this time is just purely a matte. Okay, so that can go to one side. And then the first thing I'm going to do is my heat embossing. So I've heat embossed in silver. I've got white out there, which I do need, but I think I need the silver first. Yes. To do my branches. So I've got one coming up from the bottom. Which way around did I do it? I can do it this way this time. So I think I must have used the other branch, but we'll use this one. So what do I need? I need Versamark. Let's see the other branch. Maybe it would be easier with the other branch. Yeah, I think it would be. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to stamp my one coming down there, and then I'm just going to stamp there. Okay, so we're going to stamp in Versamark first. Get my buddy ready. Use that, get that out of the way. Versamark next. And we're doing the whole one of this coming down from here. And then we'll get the silver powder on before it dries. And this should show up much more than it did on the Secret C, I'm hoping. Okay, and then I'm just going to stamp the bottom. Again in Versamark. And come up from here. And again, get the silver on. Lovely. Right, I'll leave that till later to sort out, but I'm going to move it out of the way. In fact, I will have to sort it out because I need it for my white, but let's get the heat gun going. Is the magic happening? Okay, I'm just going to check. If it's tacky, then it's not finished. Yeah, it's a bit tacky just there. That's all okay. Just that top bit there is a bit tacky. It's still tacky. I don't know why that should be. Right. Okay. So then I'll do the I can't speak. I'll do the rest of the heat embossing, and then we can get that out of the way. So I need to put this silver away because I do need to use it. I need to use it for my white. So that's the silver out of the way. And I'm just heat embossing the sentiment, wishing you a day filled with many happy moments. So if I put my branch away, I can use this. Must be that one. Yes. Wrong way around. Wishing you a day filled with many happy moments. And that's going across the middle there. So again, I need my box. I've got my white, and I'm going to stamp with Versamark. Okay, I'll sort that out later. Get the heat gun back. I love the minute when you see when it goes from powder to being heat embossed. It's lovely. Sorry, crash bang up. Right. Okay, so done that. Now this is the technique. So I'm using this single, I don't know what you call it, leaf, and that's the one with the detail. I'm going to turn it over because I want to stamp the outline, and I'm going to stamp the outline. Let's get rid of that. Where's my white gone? I had my white out. Oh, I thought it was early espresso. It's not. So I'm going to stamp it in white. This is the technique that I saw an artisan doing. I don't know what she called it, but the idea is to spotlight your stamp. So I'm just going to, I don't want it over. There we go. So I'm going to do one here. And I'm going to do, oh, I can hear church bells. One here. I did that 3 there, and I think it's a bit too much. So I'm going to just do the 2. 1, 2, 3. And I want an odd number because the brain for some reason likes the odd numbers. 1, 2, 3, and then I want the 2 down here. I don't want to cover up my sentiment, so 4 there and 5 there. Now what I did last time was I put it to one side to dry, but obviously I haven't got the time for that now, so I'm going to just heat emboss just to get it, to make sure that the ink's dry. It actually looked like it's drying pretty quickly. Yeah, I think that's dry. Brilliant. Okay, so that is that. Now I need to give it a good clean and get all that white off. And then I'm going to put it the normal way, correct way. And I'm going to take my Shy Shamrock, and hopefully, because it's cloud cover, it's so much lighter than the Secret Sea, that you will be able to see it. And then I'm just going to basically stamp exactly the same place, but the outline will be bigger. One. Two. Yeah, you can see the green much more clearly. 3. Got it on the edge there. I don't know how I'm doing that. I must be rocking my block. 4. And 5. Oh, that's so pretty. I really like that. I'm so sorry, I can't remember the name of the demonstrator who did that. I have to go back through all the posts. There's a group that I belong to, so I might be able to find it and give her recognition in the posts. Okay, so I've cleaned that. I think that needs a wash. Okay, so now we can put the card together, which I've lost. Okay, so we've got our smoky slate, and then basic white, and might even be better to have done a cloud cover card base, but they're very similar. You can't really tell the difference, can you? On the camera it almost looks the same. So let's and I'm not layering this at all. So I'm just going to use Stampin' Seal Plus. Onto the basic white. And then the same thing, whoops, with the basic white. Onto my smoky slate. Now don't forget, if you sign up for my email list, you will get a free tutorial every week. And if you want the kit to make these cards, I can't send stamped images, but you can, if you haven't got this bundle, you can use what you've got, but I will die cut the labels for you. You just have to. That's really pretty. I think of the two, I don't know, let me know what you think. I think I prefer the light one. And then I had some silver. I mean, if you do your branches in gold, then obviously you could use gold ribbon, and I just wrapped some around here and tied a bow. It's getting a bit easier to tie bows, I have to say. A little bit of, I shouldn't have said that because now I've jinxed it. I'm just going to put a glue dot down. I hate them when they're this way round. Okay. pull that tight. Keep it down with a glue dot. That's better. Now I can tie the bow without it moving, hopefully. There we go. Just cut that. This is on the last chance list, and it's a double pack with the gold. I'm hoping it's still there. It was there the other day when I looked, but might be gone by now. Okay, so that's card number 3, and that is my technique for today. And I really, really like that. I think I would try that with some other stamp sets. So there we go. Just to recap what we've done. It's card number 3. Yeah, so if you'd like the kit to make these 3 cards, just spend £25 in my online store on anything, adhesive, cardstock, gems, anything you want, and I'll send you the kit to make the 3 cards. And so that's card 3, that was card 2, and then that was card 1. So very different styles, but I hope you enjoyed those. And yeah, I'm more comfortable with those blues and greens. Thanks for watching. Have a lovely weekend, and next week I think it's the gingerbread man, I think. So thanks for watching. Bye.